Hi, it's Vieta from Home Staging Step by Step. Sorry, I was a little bit distracted by looking at my phone. And I hope you guys are here or going to be joining us shortly. This is an impromptu kind of scheduled last minute Facebook Live. So, for those of you who are not familiar with who I am and my face yet, I run this group. So, my name is Vieta Melchuk. I live in Montreal, Canada, and I am a professional home stager. And I've been doing this for 15 years now. I've had quite a successful home staging business, a local business, which I still do some home staging occasionally, but most of the time I focus online, and I'm building my online business where I provide online home staging services and educational programs for motivated action takers, home sellers such as yourself. You're in my group, which means that you are action takers, you are motivated, you believe in home staging. I hope you understand its benefits, and if you don't, please talk to me and I'll enlighten you, because home staging is amazing. It works really well. Otherwise, it wouldn't exist for the last 30 years. But I'm not here to make a speech about home staging benefits today. What usually I just want to tell for all the new people, and I see people are joining us live. So nice to see you. Please identify yourself and just tell me who you are. You can type it in the chat box. I'm also monitoring my phone, so I'll be able to see who you are. And if you want to go at the top of the video, you can just do it once. You can identify yourself to StreamYard by allowing StreamYard to access your Facebook profile. And then for all the following times, you won't need to do this anymore. So usually my Facebook Lives are always on Mondays. It's on Mondays at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Hi, Olga, my faithful Olga. She's always with me. Thank you for being here. And but I skipped this week. The reason I skipped this week is because I was preparing and teaching and doing my signature program, which is a 5-day home sale profit maximizer academy, where it's a full, complete A to Z program. And actually, Olga is one of my students this week. So it is a very intense week. And so I did not get to, it was starting on Monday, so I did not get a chance to do my Facebook Live, but then I felt bad about it and I wanted to do it. So, and also there's something that happened in this group a few days ago that kind of prompted me to do some research and to reflect about something that I think is important for us to talk about. Now, the general discussion is, what are the home buyers are looking for? Like, what are the most important features that hopefully you'll have? Not necessarily all of them, but you need to think about it when you're preparing your house for sale. And part of the things that I teach in my signature program in the academy is that you need to assess your own house and compare it and research and compare it to your competition. And this is kind of part of it. So it might not be your direct competition, but understanding the buyer psychology and understanding what your market is and understanding what your buyers are looking for is really should direct your investment into your house preparation and home staging. Okay, so you're not doing it blindly. You're kind of really thinking about how to cater best to the potential clientele you're going to have. So I see more people are coming on. Please say hi, identify yourself in the chat so I know who is here. And it's not going to make me feel like I'm just talking to a screen, which is very bizarre. I'm used to talking to people. I really miss that, I must say. This is like an aside. But I'm a people's person, and in my job, when I go see clients, like I actually see people, I talk to them, and doing this online is a completely different vibe. But I'm getting used to it because it's been now a couple of years, and also I do get to talk to wonderful people, and I have Wendy and Olga and Barbara and Cherie this week that we're talking in our academy, and I'm giving them very much personal attention, and they're getting one-on-one coaching with me. So I will be running my next round in about 4 weeks from now. I just made an announcement, which I was not really, I just committed myself, I think. But it is coming. So you're going to see a lot of promotion happening in this group. Hi, Denise. Nice to meet you. I don't know if I know you yet. Are you Denny? If you're Denny, then I might know who you are. I'm also, just a little aside before we talk about the actual topic of today. I started doing something. Oh, Denise Wells. Okay. Nice to meet you. So I am also trying to connect with every one of you, or as many of you as I can, and I try to be organized about it. So when people come into my group and they're new, I take the time to send you a message on Messenger and to say hi and to try to find a little bit more about who you are, where you live, what brings you into the group, how I can serve you better, what your interests are. So then, it's up to you if you want to respond or not. There's some people who respond to me. We have really nice conversations. And I love meeting people from all over the world. And you can ask me. I'm a real person. I live in Montreal. I have 15 years experience in home staging. And I love helping people. I also do house flips with my husband. That's our other thing that we do. We're quite successful at it. We've done about 10 so far. And we just bought another house that we're going to be starting in October. So I'm going to be documenting. I hope I'll get better at it because technology is not my strong suit. So I'll try to do my best to document it. So as you guys coming into the live, can you please identify yourself? Give me some fire, put some emojis in there. Come on, it's Friday morning. I have my Friday hair done because, just keep going, putting comments in and give me some love. Okay. Give me some fire or something. So I know you're here, you're with me, and you're participating in this. Okay, so today I want to talk about the features. I've done quite a bit of research, and I started telling you the story, but I didn't finish. So I'm going to finish it now. And give me some fire. Give me some little emojis that represent fire or anything else you want. So there was a discussion in this group. There's somebody who posted a room that was carpeted, and it was a brand new carpet. The whole room was carpeted wall to wall. It was a brand new carpet, and her question had nothing to do with the carpet, actually. Her question was whether she should leave that room vacant, empty, or she should be staging it. Now, of course, you can guess that the answer was that it should be staged, obvious. But then it kind of provoked an interesting discussion in the group because some people were saying that, the carpet is fine. And that is what the buyers are used to for the bedrooms. And some other people were saying that the carpets are really out. And it's unfortunate that this person did not ask my advice before because it should be replaced by, technically it should have been hardwood because this is what people want today. So would you do me a favor and put it in the comments, what you think, okay? Carpet or hardwood? Carpet or hardwood? And that discussion, when I saw all these comments going and going and going, I have my opinion and I'll explain to you my opinion. But I also understand that culturally in certain areas, like for example, one of my best friends, she is British. So she was telling me that in the UK, people are just very used to having carpet, wall-to-wall carpeting. And it's very difficult to market hardwood flooring to them. So this is what the situation is. Nevertheless, I said, okay, I have my own opinion. I know what works in Canada. We are in a cold climate. And still here, the carpet is completely out, okay? Like nobody should be putting, I would never advise someone, unless there was no other option. Let's say the floor is in a very bad condition, or it's just plywood underneath and the person can't afford to put hardwood flooring, then yes, of course, we try to find other solutions for them, which would be budget friendly and are feasible. Okay, so I might tell somebody to put brand new, hardwood floor, Olga. Yes, definitely. So guys, give me some fire, give me some emojis and let me know if you prefer. What do you think? Should we put hardwood or should we put a carpet given a choice? Now, because I work with individual sellers, and like I would keep saying, everybody's situation is different, I have to adjust to the budget, the timing, the possibilities. But in general, I definitely recommend putting hardwood floor if you can. Now, let's see what the research said, okay? So as I said, I'm not gonna take my personal opinion and what I see around here for it, but I'm going to go online and research and see different surveys. And at the same time, it made me realize that I usually do this, but this year, because of the pandemic and because of everything that's been happening in the last few months, kind of everything got, out of tune, that I didn't do my usual trends or 2020, what features home buyers are looking for. So I started doing research and I went to several sources. So I didn't just go to one. I looked for different companies, including some very reputable sources such as Forbes, Kiplinger, Southern Living. And I wrote down, I synthesized it. So I wrote down all the different things that they were suggesting or that they said that the buyers are looking for in terms of features. And I saw the trends. And there are some things that vary from one to another, obviously, but there are some very, very obvious trends that are there, and they're easy to find, okay? So I'm gonna tell you what they are, and you might not even be surprised. So let's see. Come on, give me some answer. Tell me if you prefer hardwood or carpet. I'm still waiting for some answers here. So, of course, the number one, which did not come up in all of the research, but I think it's kind of obvious, it's the fact that the location is important to people. So I think that's where the buyers start. They have a list of criteria, and one of them is location, and that includes also the school districts. Because depending on where you live and how your school system works, you might not be able to send the kids to whatever school you want. It has to be a district school, right? So if that's the case, then you have to, no carpet. Ashley, you woke up. That's nice. Thank you for being here. Yeah, no carpet. I agree. And I'll give you the reasons why. But hardwood actually, okay, I'm going to spoil the surprise, but actually the hardwood came in as number 2 or in the first top 5 for all of the research that I've done, okay? For every place where I look to for the top features that the home buyers are looking for today in 2020. It was the same thing, by the way, last year. I see somebody else is answering. Denise is answering. Yeah, hardwood. Definitely hardwood is the way to go. Now, one of the reasons is that, carpet is not, in my opinion, it's difficult to clean. If, God forbid, somebody stains it, it's a mess. It's not hypoallergenic. Today, there's a lot of people who have allergies, and all these allergies are kept in the carpet. You can have maybe your pets peeing on it or a kid vomiting on it or whatever is going to happen, and they go out of style. Like, it's just, honestly, if I buy a house and I see somebody else's carpet and I don't know how long it's been sitting, it kind of grosses me out. I just want to rip it out. So definitely, if you are able to, if you have the power, if you have the money, if you have the time, then I would say go hardwood. You cannot go wrong. It's one of the things that's the most prized by the buyers. Now, if you can't, then we have to look for another solution, okay? And then at least maybe you need to clean your carpet professionally, or put like a thin, maybe, like the one of those, not the plush carpets, but something that's easier to walk on and stuff and easier to clean. Now, the other interesting trends that we saw, so we talked about the location and the school district, which is important to everybody. Of course, updated bathrooms and kitchens are very important. And again, there it really depends on what you mean by updated. And also, like, I do not recommend for people to spend a lot of money on doing full-blown renovations before they sell it just usually doesn't pay off. Like you will not, if you spend $15,000, usually you will not recoup that money 100%. But there are definitely things that you can be doing to do some cosmetic upgrades and cosmetic things to make your bathroom and kitchen look better without necessarily spending a fortune. So that's something that I help people with. Now, one of the interesting things, which probably was not a surprise to you, but people are all looking, buyers are looking for a garage. So that came up in every one of them. People are looking for a laundry room. So that was interesting. So everybody wants a separate laundry room and a yard, a big yard, fenced yard. It came up in different forms, or like even a patio or a deck, but something that gives you the outdoor space, which is an extension to your living space. And I was covering that. We were talking about that recently, actually yesterday, in my signature program in my academy, how important it is when you're talking about curb appeal and when you're preparing your house for sale. Don't just do the front, but it's super important to stage the backyard. So it doesn't have to be complicated, doesn't have to be very expensive, but it's something that you definitely need to address and to look at, because as the research proves, it provides people with a feeling that they have an extension of the house, they have more space to live in. Now, let me see what else came up. One interesting thing that came up also, some people, basements were important. And also the formal dining rooms are kind of out, except for maybe high-end luxury homes. But people are looking for at least a big eat-in kitchen. So they don't necessarily want a separate dining room, but they do want enough space in the kitchen to have family gatherings. Or they also, if you have an open plan, which still seems to be a big trend, people are still looking for open plans, then obviously you'll probably have like your kitchen, your dining area, and your living area all in one space. And that could be a little bit of a challenge in terms of placing furniture and staging. I get a lot of questions on that, on how to arrange the space so it makes sense, it's logical, and it has a good flow. So let's see, what else was there? People are looking for actually something that's bright. So that is another pet peeve of mine. And, it's not only the big windows, but the windows have to be clean. And also a lot of light. So some people have, they have houses which are well lit, they have natural light, they have big windows. But if you don't, then there's ways to create that. So you have to turn all the lights on. You have to make sure that you have enough light sources in your room for when you're having visitors or photos. So there is a way of kind of improving the situation, because that is a feature that the buyers are looking for. And one other thing that I never really thought about it, but it makes a lot of sense. What seems to be really on trend right now is energy efficiency. And energy efficiency, it came up in two different things. So one was the appliances, which I guess it's pretty standard today. Pretty much everybody sells energy efficient appliances. But the other thing was the features of the house. So, the roof, the energy efficient windows, so newer windows, and whatever in isolation. So that's some insulation in the walls. That's something that people are looking for. But then again, hopefully it's something that you've done, or you already have it in place, because I don't think you will be tearing down walls and redoing the whole house just to sell it. But so just to recap, that's pretty much what I've discovered, and I wanted to talk about it. And as I said, the biggest discussion that came up for me is the carpet versus hardwood floors. And I think that the hardwood floors is the way to go if you can afford it, if you have time, if it's in your budget. It's super important. Now, there's one other little thing, is I've been recently looking at some photographs of houses in South Africa, because I have clients there, and I can see that culturally it's very different. So a lot of their houses have tiled floors. And also in Florida, for example, maybe in warmer climates, people have tiled floors. So tell me what you think. Just give me a little in the chat. Like, do you like tiled floors, first of all? And is it something that is a standard and norm in the area where you live? And if so, like, where do you live? So we can know what's happening. And I personally am not a big fan of tiled floors everywhere in the house. I'm okay with it, like at the entrance, maybe the kitchen, but like wherever people walk with shoes, or hopefully nobody does walk with shoes in my house. I don't allow it, but wherever, like, there's a lot of traffic. But other than that, I'm not a big fan of tiles in the rest of my living area. But let me know what you guys think. If you're just joining us, please say hi, tell me who you are. And if you're watching the replay, I want you to comment hashtag replay. So I know, okay, so we have somebody from South Florida. Aha, Denise. So you're in South Florida. Yeah, exactly. I noticed that because I had some clients who are in Florida, and I did an online consultation with them, and I saw that tiles is something that's very standard. Now, I must say that I have a vacation home in Dominican Republic, and of course there, everything is tiled too, right? So in a warm climate, and if you come from the beach and you have sand, tiled is the way to go. So that, and there's no humidity level, so hardwood floors might warp. So you also have to consider the climate where you live in and what's kind of the standard in your community. And that was the point that I was, that I wanted to make, is that if you know what are the important features, but you might not have all of them, right? So nobody has all of them. But if you know what the things are the most important, I would suggest you go and kind of make a list of what are the features that your house has, so you can market it forward, and you can make sure that whoever is marketing your house, you message it the right way. So let's just have one last kind of recap of what the main features are. So we're looking at definitely, location and schools, which you can't really do much about that. And then we have definitely hardwood floors. We have garage. We have a nice outdoor space, whatever it is. And an eating, dining space could be within a kitchen, but something that looks good. We have a separate laundry room, if you have that. And then basements seem to be prized in whatever areas where they have basements. Not everybody has basements. Windows and light, like to make sure that you have the house looks bright and light with a lot of lighting, is important to people. Garage is very important to people, and energy efficiency is very important to people. So I hope this gave you kind of a list, and you can measure yourself against that. And whatever you do, like I said, I do recommend that you make a little list of the main features that you have, and you message your house that way. So I hope you found it useful. If you're watching it on a replay or just joining us, you can go back. I'll post it in the units. I think it's unit 3, if I remember correctly. It says daily, weekly lives. I will probably be back. I will be back on Monday. I will have to come up with another topic to talk about on Monday morning at 10. And if you have any questions, guys, just type them in underneath here, and I will try to answer every question. But I just wanted to make sure that you think, if you come against that dilemma of hardwood flooring against carpet or anything else, before you take any decisions, maybe consider, think about it, and also look around at your competition, see what they're doing, and if you can afford it and you can get it done, then put hardwood flooring down, or tiles, depending on the area where you live in. So I wish you a very, very good, nice weekend, and I'll be going very soon into my other group where I teach people my intense 5-day academy, and I will be popping back in here during the weekend, so you can say hi to me anytime. I'll answer questions, and I'll be back with you live on Monday. Have a good weekend, everybody.